I really didn't want to do this video, mainly because nobody is correct. As of right now, you know that HTML and Flash is having a little dispute. It goes a little bit more beyond that, but right now, Adobe is blocking HTML5, or trying to. Stupid idiots. As if you've seen Emix video. But there's other problems that involves everybody. Open source, Apple, Google, Adobe, and even Microsoft. And who is in the right in this discussion? None of them. Absolutely nobody. Right now, there's a codex war going on between open source, Apple, and Google. And Microsoft's just on the sidelines, being the bastards they always are. It's called Theora and H.264. Now, Apple is saying, well, it's unreliable, they're not sure, and you know, this is why Theora, why H.264 is working under Safari and Google Chrome, but yet it won't work on other programs with the HTML5. But yet Theora is only going to work on Firefox. Now, I do love open source, but I think they're in the wrong too, because I think they're basically seeing invisible enemies that aren't there, because a lot of people are worried that HTML5, some guy will come up and say, you know, we want our money, give us our cash, and, you know, the same problem happened with Gift when, you know, you may have saw that it suddenly disappeared, and suddenly this company, it starts with the U, suddenly wanted money for every time you use the GIF image, and try to sue the shit out of everybody. Unfortunately, the company ended up like complete idiots. Gift was completely removed off the internet, and Flash ended up taking over, because Gift Animation was really the only thing going against it. And as you know, the license on Gift ran out, and now Gift is completely and totally open source. Nothing can stop Gift Animations anymore, or Gift. But just way to go. And then there was the dispute over MP3s, and then, as you know, the rock band Metallica, as they decided to sit there and sue everybody, and they sued the shit out of every fucking person that illegally downloaded their song, or so much as misused their names. Hell, they even went after a band. Even a guy who named his cat Metallica got his ass sued by them. Fuck. And as you know, Metallica's image went straight down the shitter. After all of and it basically started with a comic book, Todd McFarlane Spawn. Now, Todd McFarlane didn't sue anybody, but he used a Hockey Pros name, Tony, for a character of his named Tony Twit, and the guy sued Todd McFarlane. And basically McFarlane said that if this guy wins this lawsuit, you'll be seeing just repeat lawsuit after repeat copyright lawsuit after repeat copyright lawsuit over and over and over again. And thus the guy Tony won the lawsuit. And as you know, everybody started suing over name rights, and it was just total and total copyright pandemonium. Pretty much you can sue over the name, over your own name now. And I don't even know what the fuck was that guy's problem. Oh, he's making my character look bad by making this mobster damn my name Tony Twit. Yeah, I'm a complete fucking asshole though. And of course McFarlane had to file for Chapter 11th bankruptcy. But yeah, it's kind of gotten so far out of control with H.264, and everybody's worrying about the copyright problems. The problem I see it is that why can't all browsers just be used for both? And yes, they're going to all say, well, it's not that simple. Yes, it is. It is that simple. You can use the browsers can all use the .h264 and the Thera program. Theora, the sorry, but anyways, both browsers can use both of them, and Google can use both of them, but they don't want to. Open source is seeing invisible enemies. Apple is saying, oh, Theora is not quite there, and of course it is. And Google and Apple are both being wrong, and they're both being complete babies about it, and of course the open source community is fighting about it. And then you got Adobe Flash blocking HTML5, which is just came out of the blue apparently, and Microsoft, who is supporting the shit out of Adobe, and yet supporting HTML5. They're basically playing on the both sides field and being complete assholes and not giving a shit, but most likely they're going to try to make a power play for their Quicksilver, and I bet you million to one we're going to start seeing Microsoft promote more of their Quicksilver crap. And we all know Quicksilver is pretty much a developer's favorite. Developer's favorite meaning that pretty much every developer hates that motherfucker. But it's a mess. It's a big colossal mess. Apple don't want to listen. Google don't want to listen. Open source don't want to listen. And Adobe don't want to listen. And yet Microsoft is having a fucking field day over it because they're enjoying watching the show. Congratulations, everybody. You've given Microsoft one hell of a laugh. Get your goddamn acts together and make a fucking deal, because Microsoft is having a fucking ball over this, over all of your people. Fucking stupid people.